Okay, so when you hear dumpster rental, what immediately springs to mind? Probably big, utilitarian metal bins, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Trash,
yeah,
junk.
getting rid of stuff. But what if I told you a company specializing in, well, dumpster rentals isn't just about waste disposal,
Mhm.
but is actually playing this profound, often unseen role in keeping an entire state green?
Okay, interesting.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into exactly that. Our mission is to explore how one service, typically, synonymous with waste, is actively flipping the script on environmental stewardship,
Right.
helping Florida stay beautiful, and what surprisingly powerful lessons this might offer us about our own everyday choices.
And our source for this insightful deep dive is how Big Dog Dumpsters helps keep Florida green home.
Hmm.
It's really a remarkable example
Yeah.
of how genuine environmental responsibility can be woven directly into the operational fabric of a business
Hmm.
rather than just being an afterthought.
Right, not just greenwashing.
Exactly. Our goal here is to extract those, well, truly surprising nuggets from this source, helping you understand how actions like responsible waste disposal, extensive recycling, and genuine community support aren't just feel-good buzzwords,
Hmm.
but tangible practices making a real, measurable difference. You might be genuinely surprised, actually, at the ripple effect a single company can generate.
So let's unpack this then. The source immediately challenges that typical sort of limited perception of a dumpster.
It does.
For Big Dog, it's not simply about tossing things away, it's about making the right environmental choices from the get-go. And that journey starts with something surprisingly fundamental: truly responsible waste disposal. They emphasize that not all trash belongs in the same place.
Right.
Can you maybe elaborate on how they're actively changing that narrative for customers?
Yeah, absolutely. What's truly fascinating here, I think, is their hands-on approach,
Hmm.
ensuring waste ends up precisely where it should be. It's far more than just, collection.
Okay.
The source highlights that they actively sort and manage the waste after it's collected.
After.
Yes. So this means when you rent a dumpster from Big Dog, you're not automatically condemning everything to a landfill.
Yeah.
Not at all. They've established these clear processes to divert materials that can be reused or recycled
Okay.
to the appropriate specialized facilities.
Hmm.
It's a proactive step, really, that shifts responsibility from the customer to the service provider, makes the green choice almost effortless.
That's a critical distinction, isn't it?
It
It
is.
moves beyond just the bin showing up to what actually happens after it leaves your property.
Hmm.
And this meticulous process, well, it must have a significant impact on reducing landfill waste,
Definitely.
which in turn contributes directly to cleaner air and water. But what about materials that often get overlooked?
Mm.
Things we don't usually think about.
Exactly. And a huge, often unseen component of that responsible disposal
Hmm.
is their robust recycling efforts.
Hmm.
The source points out specific types of materials that are typically deemed unrecyclable by, well, the average person,
Right.
but are in fact highly valuable. For instance, construction debris like wood, metal, concrete.
Like from a demolition job?
Precisely. Think demolition waste, which might seem destined only for the dump, right?
Yeah.
But it can often be broken down and reused in new projects. Even vast amounts of yard waste, branches, leaves, that kind of thing, are transformed into valuable mulch or compost.
So enriching soil instead of just filling landfill space.
Exactly that. Much better use.
I find it genuinely insightful that they don't stop at the obvious, though. They even mention how common household junk often includes items that can and really should be recycled.
It's easy to just lump it all together.
It is, out of convenience. But here's where it gets really interesting. They've formed key partnerships with local recycling centers to give this waste a second life.
That's key, the partnerships.
So instead of being a burden on our environment, these materials become valuable resources. Can you give us an example maybe of how this second life makes a tangible difference?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about concrete, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Recycling it isn't just about saving landfill space, which is important, obviously,
Yeah.
but the source hints at a broader impact. And if we connect that to the bigger picture, recycling concrete can actually reduce CO2 emissions
Really? How much?
by up to 10%, potentially, compared to producing new cement.
Wow, that's significant.
It's massive
Yeah.
and often overlooked.
Yeah.
An environmental benefit that a single dumpster company contributes to simply by making sure these materials are sorted and sent to the right material recovery facilities, or MRFs.
Right.
It lessens the demand for new raw materials, which in turn means less mining, less energy consumption, less harm to the environment overall.
It really raises an important question then. How often do we truly consider the full life cycle impact of the products we use and discard?
Not often enough, probably.
Well, often we don't know where to even start with that, which brings us to another crucial aspect: empowering homeowners and contractors, helping them make smarter choices. The source points out that many people genuinely don't know what should be thrown away versus what can be recycled or donated or repurposed.
It's confusing sometimes.
Definitely. So, Big Dawg steps in to provide clear, actionable guidance. How do they practically assist customers with this seemingly complex decision making?
This is where they truly act as an educator, not just a service provider.
Okay.
They don't just drop off a bin and leave. Their team, as the source describes it, helps customers understand before they toss.
Before, okay.
They provide clear guidelines on what can and cannot go into their specific dumpsters and often suggest alternatives for items that could be donated or repurposed.
Ah, like maybe take that old couch to Goodwill, sort of thing.
Exactly. Or suggesting a local charity. This guidance empowers customers to pause and think, leading many to discover they can divert significantly more waste than they initially thought possible. It's about turning a passive transaction into an active, informed choice for the customer.
That's a powerful shift. And beyond individual rentals, it sounds like they also play a significant community-wide part.
Mm-hmm.
Supporting cleanup projects that truly matter. They partner with local groups, neighborhoods, businesses for large-scale cleanups.
Yeah, the community angle is strong.
Can you give us a sense of the scale or maybe the unique nature of these partnerships, especially in a state like Florida?
Well, what really stands out is the broad impact these collaborations have. The source mentions instances from, say, post-hurricane debris removal.
Crucial in Florida.
Absolutely crucial, where quick, efficient waste management is vital. But also ongoing efforts like park tidying or even helping schools dispose of old furniture responsibly.
Right.
In Florida specifically, this often translates to protecting sensitive ecosystems. Removing litter and waste from public areas doesn't just improve how things look.
No, it's more than aesthetics.
Much more. It directly safeguards local wildlife, reduces fire risks, and significantly improves water quality in crucial waterways and wetlands.
So it's a holistic approach then, enhancing overall community well-being and resilience.
That's a great way to put it. Holistic.
And it's not just about handling the waste once it's in the bin, or even the community partnerships we just talked about. Their commitment sounds like it runs even deeper, right down to the core of their business operations.
It does seem that way.
The source talks about their eco-friendly practices being truly at the core, like in the DNA of how they run things. How do they actually walk the talk internally?
Yeah, this is a key differentiator, I think. It's one thing to offer green services. It's another to really embody them.
True.
The source emphasizes that they meticulously maintain their equipment. Trucks, bins, everything. To run with maximum fuel efficiency and minimal emissions.
Okay, that makes sense. Maintenance is key.
And furthermore, they use sophisticated route planning and optimization software.
Ah, smart logistics.
Exactly. It's not just about finding the shortest path on a map. It's about minimizing idle time, avoiding congested areas, reducing harsh braking.
All things that burn extra fuel.
Precisely. All of which cut down on fuel consumption and pollution. It demonstrates their environmental commitment isn't just for show, it's deeply integrated into their daily operational decisions. And it even extends, the source notes, to selecting partners and vendors who share their Planet First values.
That's a truly powerful statement about their identity, isn't it? It's baked right in.
It seems so.
And finally, they aim to make it incredibly easy for you, the customer, to be green. Because let's be honest, wanting to do the right thing for the environment and actually knowing how to navigate the complexities can often feel like two very different things.
Oh, definitely. It can be overwhelming.
So how do they simplify that process, make it less daunting?
Exactly. Renting from Big Dawg essentially means you don't have to figure it all out on your own. That's the takeaway. Their team is described as not just friendly, but genuinely knowledgeable.
Okay.
They're ready to answer your questions, offer specific tips on waste reduction, and guide you through the process, ensuring your waste contributes to a greener future, not just fills a hole in the ground.
So they position themselves as partners, really.
Yes, a proactive partner in your efforts to keep our shared environment beautiful and healthy.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. What does this all mean for us? We've really seen how a seemingly simple service, like renting a dumpster,
Yeah, pretty basic on the surface.
right, can be transformed into this dynamic, powerful force for genuine environmental good. It's clearly more than just a container.
Much more.
It's a commitment to responsible waste disposal, extensive high-impact recycling, and deeply integrated community engagement.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is the understanding that every step counts. Even in industries you wouldn't necessarily expect to be leading the charge, the choices businesses make today are profoundly shaping tomorrow.
Mm.
This deep dive truly highlights how companies can act as indispensable partners in environmental protection, making it both simple and accessible for everyone to contribute to a better future.
Yeah.
Whether that means significantly reducing landfill waste or directly improving local water quality, it connects it all.
This deep dive has genuinely got me thinking. If a company focused on something as, well, utilitarian as dumpster rentals can have such a profound and surprisingly multifaceted impact on environmental health and community well-being,
Yeah.
what other everyday services, when we re-examine them through a truly eco-conscious and innovative lens, might reveal similarly surprising and powerful opportunities for positive change?
That's a great question.
In our own lives, our own local areas, what everyday service could you listening right now rethink today?